One sec, let me actually acclimate to the space. Alright. Hello. Um, I wanted to talk for a moment. I felt inspired to talk. Um, Specifically about one thing, and later a second came along. Um, I mainly want to talk about existence and my channel or my content. Um, because I haven't given any explanation whatsoever. I've just been uploading. And those videos, I'm noticing, seem a little odd to some people, which is alright. It is me sharing my enthusiasm about life, if you will, or my enthusiasm about the world, existence, or my enthusiasm about sharing things in general. And sharing new things I learned, things that I think are valuable, knowledge in or wisdom in any way. And mostly it's focused on, how would I describe it? On wisdom of reality, how reality works, and wisdom of spirituality or knowledge of spirituality. And that's what this is about. So the first couple videos, they're all numbered. This one might also be. Because I want to have a log of these things. Because I want to become a guide, in a sense. I want to be able to guide people or to help, to assist, to coach, to whatever, be a teacher to people. And I have to start somewhere, so I'm gonna have to start with just sharing things that I enjoy thinking about. And sharing whatever I feel like I want to share with the world. So that is my main reason for the channel. There's no or the profile, because it's both on Instagram and on YouTube. And it's just exactly the same stuff, so you're not missing out. And it's my general goal to just share. So if you want, you can come along and just watch whatever or listen to whatever I have to say. And now I wanted to talk about existence. Because how beautiful is it? It's something that we rarely sit still for. I've only really started feeling this when I was listening to a video of Alan Watts, and he talked about just the amazing happening that's all around us. Trees, whatever, and like the sky, and this phone, the fact that it's recording and that you can see and listen to me while I talk to an object, basically. My body, how it works, the clothes on it, everything, the way my mind works, my brain, whatever. It's so beautiful that this stuff is all here, and we rarely sit still to think about the beauty of that. And the first time I did that, there was a deep sense of love and of accepting that I just felt because I was existing. And I thought, this is something that's so valuable to share, because it's such a visceral good feeling. It's like, oh, what a marvel are we living in. And it is because we all have chosen to create this thing together. In a sense, our souls have chosen the rules, have chosen what to think of everything, and therefore it's created. Or at least that makes it solid. In the simplest sense, a table is solid because everybody believes the table is solid, and nobody nobody in the space believes it truly to be any other way, because it's always been that way, because the humanists before us, whatever. So this thing that we just have all created together, that we've chosen to live in, sure, it has good and bad, and it's nicely split 50-50, so that's pretty nice if you ask me. and it mostly just depends on how you choose to react upon that the situation that's happening in front of you, whether good or bad. You could even say that positive or negative or good or bad is something that we ascribe to something that is inherently neutral. But I love it. Just everything. The fact that the sun shines, the fact that the fact that I can just be here and enjoy myself and enjoy other people and enjoy the surrounding and enjoy animals and enjoy the weather, even if it's rainy or cloudy. There's even if you don't have any way to see the weather as possible or as positive, as helpful, like it's cold and it's rainy outside and it really brings your mood down. Of course it does, but still, that needs to be there for the good weather to feel that much better. If it was sunny all day long, then you'd be living in sunny weather, and then sunny weather would also be boring. And if you have a mix of weather, sometimes you have terrible weather, that makes the great weather feel that much greater because you've been waiting for it. And in that sense, it's just, there's just so much beauty that's just strewn about everywhere. And we've been taught to not look at it, and we've been taught that it's that it's whatever. It's any kind of negative connotation that you can put to someone who really loves the world for the beauty that it is, that it's there. Not saying that there's no work to be done, but the work can be done in the beauty situation, and we can make things even more beautiful, or at least even more to our taste. And we have complete freedom to do that. How beautiful is that? It's just everything. Everything around us is so perfectly set up to create such a fun experience. Like if you had to design the game of life, the game that we're all playing here, and you'd had to make like a rule book that's, I don't know, 3 stories tall, of all of the, from like the physics to the metaphysics down, and then all the way up to the physical touching and the way each living being exists and each non-conscious or non-living being exists. Every object, everything, sometimes it just seems to all fit so perfectly. Like imagine if you had to make that. What a creation that would be. No matter if you believe in creationist theory or not, that's not the point. I'm not trying to convince you of anything. Just look at how beautiful it is. What's happening around us. It's just the simplest thing. Sometimes being in the forest like I am can be so freeing. I hope you could enjoy a bit of my gushing, my yapping about life and about how I think everything around us is beautiful. And as much as there's also 50% that is negative compared to the 50% that's positive, you still have a choice what to think of it. And even though a war is terrible, a war can create growth. And even though a dead tree is sad, like I'm seeing right in front of me, it creates new life. So it all needs to be there for it all to work. So you can feel bad about it, sure, but it's still going to be there. And I'm gradually more and more choosing just to enjoy that it's there. And I hope that you can do the same with me. So, expect maybe more long videos. This was almost 10 minutes. I tend to make or try to make shorter ones that are like a minute long or 2 minutes, just so that I can keep someone's attention for a short period of time while they listen, and then they can move on with the next video. But I have tons of ideas, and I might also make longer videos, might make way longer videos, but this is just hanging out with me and talking about what I want to give to you, what I want to share, and how beautiful everything here is. So, thanks for listening. and have a beautiful day.